Hello, welcome to our video about what is Next.js. I'm Chris, CEO of Pagepro, agency that is specializing in React ecosystem, and Next.js is one of our core technologies. So today we're going to speak about Next.js, what is it, when to use it, and how we can benefit from it.
And I'm Jakub, CTO of Pagepro. I will be providing the technical perspective throughout this video. We're excited to share our expertise and help you make an informed decision about using Next.js for your projects.
Great. Jakub, so what is Next.js and when to use it?
So Next.js is a web development framework. It's very powerful. It's built on top of React. And it allows developers to create modern web applications. It simplifies building full-stack web apps by offering features such as static site rendering, static site generation, server-side rendering, API routes, and many more features that will be mentioned later in one integrated environment. And I will jump on to the next section, which is when to use it. And it's a great choice for any web application, actually, but it helps the most with more complex projects like content-driven platforms or e-commerce, basically anything that is not a landing page or a small one-view page. Also, if you need a good SEO scoring, Next.js is your friend, thanks to the HTML that is returned from your responses. And if your team is already familiar with React, Next.js is a new recommended way based on documentation to start the project. Chris, do you want to share some details about our projects done in Next.js, maybe?
Yes, sure. So just three projects. The first is Proofed. This is a very complex web application, and it has a lot of integrations. This is for processing orders, processing documents, payments, payouts. So a lot of stuff going on, and thanks to the the backend of Next.js and server-side rendering, it helps to keep the integrations going and have great security, additional layers of security. The next example, also related with this, backend integrations, is Admiral Toolbox, and this is application where we have big questionnaire to buy insurance, and it also has a lot of integrations for different services like checking your location, checking your history of your car, etc. So Next.js is allowing to integrate it and display, very performant and user-friendly interface for the final user. The next project is a very big website with a lot of contents. It has more than 30,000 content pieces, as I remember, and it has multiple language versions, multiple regions and locations, and also thanks to Vercel, it's very easy to host it, and it's very performant to host it because different locations can go to different CDN thanks to Vercel. So that were our some examples from our portfolio. Of course, all of them you can check on our website. And Jakub, you told us that Next.js is great for any project, any web project, but maybe there are some use cases where Next.js is not good use case. So can you?
Yeah, of course they are. Basically, when you're focused solely on a static content which doesn't change too often and with minimal interactivity, I think that they may be easier frameworks to use, or even you can just do it with Webflow or something like that, with using AI tools. But maybe you have some examples based on the client requirements.
Let me think. We have some questions from new clients that want us to maintain their websites. So some agencies implemented Next.js for them for very small websites, and they were done in pretty poorly way. So there is a headless CMS, but there is no preview. There is no easy way to deploy the website, and not everything on the website is editable. And those customers are used to WordPress, for example, or Squarespace, where they could edit any element of the website. So they want to have the same with bespoke solution with Next.js, but with small website budget, and this is creating a lot of conflicts, and they're trying to change the agency and fix those problems. So I think very small websites should go to, you can use Webflow. If you want to have small website and great performance, you also can check Astro. It's also a very good framework for this
I agree.
use case. Yeah, but I started with some technical stuff instead of you, like Mission Astro. So please go with your technical deep dive.
Yeah, so I want to point out the features that I like the most in Next.js at the beginning. So as we mentioned about the content-based platforms, I really like the connection between Next.js and CMS systems. And thanks to incremental static regeneration, which I will be calling ISR in the next sections, it allows us to pre-build the application during the build phase, and then just build only those bits that were updated later in CMS. So you don't need a full page rebuild, but just rebuild this single page, which is reducing the cost of your hosting. And also the speed of the deployment. And also I like the API routes, which allow us to build more full stack solutions, thanks to using third-party APIs or using third-party APIs without risk of exposing some tokens or URLs or payloads that shouldn't be visible for users, or even creating your own endpoints that you need based on business requirements for your system. So they are the two features that I like the most, but there's many other good things in Next.js, like multiple rendering options like SSR, SSG, depends on your needs. The API routing, which allows you to be a full stack developer, and you don't need a separate backend. The middleware support, where you can put some logic in one place and use it between your requests and responses, like authorization or choosing specific locale to show for end users. It supports SEO. It has a lot of optimization tools built in, like images, and also provides you with components which you can use in your application. And additionally, it has a Vercel support, where you can host your application with just multiple clicks, set up some base environment variables, and it's ready to go. It also provides you with some preview URLs, toolbar for debugging, logs, where you can find what's happening on your requests, some page speed insights, and also AI SDK, which can be used for your application. But the Next.js is great, but it also has some bad things about it. For me, it's just two. It's about learning curve and continuous increase of complexity. So if you are a new developer, which are new to React or to Next.js, the multiple rendering options are very hard to understand. We still see some people that don't really understand what's the difference between SSG and SSR, and can't explain it to me. And also, if you are working on some smaller project, the Next.js can be an overkill. As you mentioned, as Chris mentioned, we have some requests from clients that use Next.js in their projects, and it's increasing the complexity of project compared to plain React or even Astro, and it's like really hard to maintain those projects or even to release them. So yeah, I think that's all. We should jump on to the next section, which is why Pagepro is using Next.js. So Chris, do you want to share some insights?
Yes, sure. So why Pagepro is using Next.js? So we believe that React is the best tool to build modern digital products. And React is suggesting in official documentation to start new projects with Next.js. So yes, we're doing that. Next.js has a lot of these benefits that you mentioned, but from the business side is the main benefit is that you can very easy integrate it with different tools like payment gates, headless CMSs, search engines, etc. So a lot of integrations that are almost out of the box. You also have Vercel that is supporting Next.js. This is the author of Next.js and great hosting platform. So it's very easy to host and deploy. So sometimes it's costly, but it's super easy to deploy the production version, staging, and test version. So yeah, this is a great tool. And also Next.js is growing with AI trend. So we see that Vercel is implementing Vercel AI SDK. So this is a tool that making it very easy to do AI applications, integrate with public AI models. They have V0 for generating UIs. So we see that they are investing a lot in this trend, and this trend is going to be with us for next few years. So it's good to grow with the trend. Yeah, so this is from the business side. Jakub, do you have any other insights why we are using that?
Yeah, so basically it extends our possibilities. We, as a Pagepro, started as a front-end team.
Yes.
After some time, we focused on React. React is growing and evolving. We're evolving and following the evolution. Now it's like the trend is about the full stack development. We're also like following this trend, and we are building the applications with Next.js. It just allow us to build more complex projects, applications with the same team, using the same technology. So yeah, it's a good reason to use Next.js.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I think that's all from the technical thing. Maybe we can sum up when we should use Next.js and when not to use it, Chris.
Okay, so yeah, some kind of decision guide. So if you have a very small brochure website, maybe Next.js is an overkill for that. So please check Webflow, Squarespace, maybe some WordPress template. The second one is small website, but you have to have good performance. So also you can build great website with Webflow, but if you want to invest in some new technologies, you can check Astro, for example. It's also a framework that allows to build very performant websites. If you have small e-commerce, you can go with native Shopify. I think this is the best option for now. If you want to have a bigger e-commerce website, then you can check Hydrogen from Shopify. This is also a solution based on React and JavaScript. If you have very big e-commerce website, or you have very complex UI of this e-commerce website, then go with Next.js, because then you will have the full flexibility and use some headless e-commerce in the backend, like Shopify, like headless BigCommerce or Magento. And any complex solutions. So you want to build very big web portal. You want to build web application with public facing part. different areas of the web application, then use Next.js. Yeah, but everything is evolving very quickly, and every project is different. So if you have any questions and you're trying to fit technology to your needs, just reach out to us, and we're happy to help, because yes, sometimes we can suggest you use Next.js, some other React framework, or we can suggest you some low-code tools or something else. So please check our case studies. Maybe there's something that fits your needs and you can do something similar. Check out our blog, and if you want, reach out to us and have a quick call. Thanks, Jakub, for today, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.